and we are going to be getting into some fet makeup. We do have an event to go to tonight where we will be doing carnival makeup demos, and the makeup artist herself cannot go without her face being done. So I'm going to take you all along on this process for tonight's look. So stay tuned and let's get ready. I already did my skincare routine, which I will link right up here. So you all could go ahead and check out that video on how I usually prep my face for my makeup routine. So let's get started with the process. So I like to start off with my brows. So that is exactly what I'm gonna start off with. Just gonna comb it through. My eyebrows are already neatly done, so I am just gonna fill in the areas that might look a bit scanty, which is really just the end of the brows. So I'm just gonna fill that in with a brown pencil, and then we will carve out the balance of the face. Mm-hmm. So I'm just filling in the end, and then I am going to comb it through, just like that. I don't want the front to be too thick, so combing it through is going to allow the product to kind of run through the rest of the brows, giving it that ombre finish. I'm going to do the other side. There are different variations of carnival fet makeup. Some persons like makeup more on the softer side, some like it very dramatic. Tonight's outfit is a very soft satin pink dress, so we are gonna do something not too dramatic, but just enough to accessorize the outfit itself. So our eyebrows are carved out, our eyebrows are drawn in. Now we are going to carve out those brows very neatly. And I am going to be using my Maybelline 30 Hour Foundation in the shade 310. This is what I use to carve out my brows because I like the lighter, I really like the lighter shade as a highlight underneath the brow. And we want to go as close to the brow as possible because we do want that very sharp outline. Look at that. And I'm just going to bring down the balance onto the eyes. Just like that. I like to make sure that the tail is very sharp as well. Look at that versus that. Very cute outline. Your brows really can make or break your entire look, so you want to be very careful with when you're doing your brows. If you cannot go all in one shot, like carving it out, do small strokes. Take little product at a time and work your way through. Alright, and we have another calf's brow. Gonna bring down the balance of the product onto the eyes. I'm gonna use this as my base tonight because I'm not going too loud, so I'm not gonna use the white eyeshadow primer. This is ideal for what we are gonna work with. Use my finger just to pat it through. And we're gonna do the same thing for the other side. Use my finger same way. Just kind of pattern it all through. Nice. I'm gonna just comb my eyebrow here just to make sure everything is very neat and we don't need to go back in with the pencil. My palette of choice tonight is going to be the Absolute New York Rose Muse palette. It is a very pinky palette. This is what inside of the shades look like. So we are going to be using this palette for tonight's look. And I'm going to start with Eloquent, which is a very soft pink. Almost like a mauve color. And this is going to be my transition shade. And you see I'm applying the product in layers so that I'm able to control how dark I really want these colors to look, which I don't want it to be too dark. And what you do on one side, you definitely have to do it on the other side. Because you want your eyes to be matching. I'm gonna go in with Memory, which is a slightly lighter shade, just to kind of filter up into the brow. Nothing too much, just so that the transition looks very smooth. And I am gonna go in with the shade called Harmony onto my lid. It is a shimmer shade. It's very like sort of iridescent. And I want that all over the lid. Your fed makeup doesn't need to look too bright, especially if your outfit is doing a lot of the talking. Look at that. You also want to know how to blend the colors that would go in sequence with your outfit or complement your outfit. You don't want to do anything that's going to be overly dramatic, that's going to take away from your outfit. Most of the time your outfit is the one doing the talking, especially for feds. Carnival road makeup, it's the makeup, the costume, the everything. But when it comes to your fete, you want your makeup to really complement what you're doing and what you're wearing. I want to put a little bit of movement. Movement is the shade on the lid right there. Just to slightly darken it, not too much. Alright, we look very shimmery, which is what we love. And now I'm gonna do my liner. How to gift, you simply, once it's available in your region, you simply tap on the gift and it would allow you to contribute whichever gift you like. And I'm doing a wing liner. Very short wing liner, nothing overly dramatic, simple. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. Nice. When doing your wing liner, it requires a little more concentration because you don't want that black to get onto the lighter colors, especially when you're doing lighter colors on the eyes. I'm going to be using the Kenzie Beauty 3D Fox Mink collection. It does have 6 pairs. It's 6 different pairs of lashes from their collection. I always use their eyelashes, always. Because it does have a lot of versatility and the band isn't thick whatsoever. Hi, Honey Pepper. Thank you. So when it comes to applying my lashes, I like to measure off my lashes because most of the time the lashes are a bit long for my eyes. So I usually have to measure it off to trim off the excess, which I need to do. So I'm just going to trim off just a little and close to the corner of the eye. When it comes to the lashes, it does have a little peak that you should cut off so that it doesn't stick you in the corner of your eyes. Honey Pepper, I am going to an event where I'm actually going to be doing Carnival Makeup demos. So I'm applying my glue and I'm going to cut and adjust the other side, and we're going to wait for that glue to dry. So it's actually a mass band that I'm heading to, one of their events, one of their DJ events, where I'm going to actually be doing Carnival Makeup demos at the event. So persons who are participating or who are masqueraders of the band, if they don't have a makeup artist yet, they can do on-spot booking, query, they have that option. Just making sure that the lashes are ready for my eyes. It's the weekend and carnival events are happening late at night. So yeah, that's why y'all are seeing me at this time. So when I'm doing my lashes, I kind of look up into the mirror so that I can see the base of where I'm placing the lashes, and then we just adjust it from end to end based on where you want your lashes to sit. And lashes just makes all the difference, because look at that already. On to the next side. I want to make sure those lashes are intact. Good. Lashes are on. Time to prep the skin, and for prepping the skin, I'm actually going to be using the Maybelline Grippy Serum Primer. My husband and I both are. He is my driving force when it comes to business. Alright, so I'm going to rub it in. Make sure the forehead is covered as well. I do have some pink eyeshadow right underneath my eyes that I want to erase. Don't want that pinkiness and shimmer on the bottom there. I prefer it a little more controlled. Good. Right, and for my face, I usually use the LA Colors Truly Matte Longwear High Pigment Foundation and the Maybelline. So these are my combos when it comes to doing my face. And I like to give that a good mix. Rub that everywhere, get it into the skin. I'm using a pattern motion. No, well, you could say probably so. Most carnival parties, when they start at 9, they usually go to like 4 a.m., 3 a.m. It's carnival, so these events happen really. There are different events for different time frames. So there are daytime parties, there are nighttime parties. So you have In Trinidad Carnival, you have the preference of partying whatever time you like, and there are different budgets to work with. So you have that option. You have that option to choose what type of events you want to go to, what type of makeup you want to use to go to those events. Carnival is in February, the 14th and the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not very far away. Just pattern that in. We will come back to do any area that we missed. We are just doing the mass majority of the face, and then we can always go back in and touch up a lot of other areas. Just want to pat it all over the forehead. The camera is great, still recording. I'm also recording this look for you guys. To pat in the areas that we didn't get to do. I don't go in with too much in those areas because I want to make sure that it doesn't cake. Nice. Now we're gonna go back in with the lighter shade that we started with for underneath the brows, and this is gonna be our highlight shade. And we're gonna highlight underneath the eyes, just like that. Next side. The nose, Cupid's bow, forehead, chin area. Look at that, guys. Starting off with the chin, just blend it in. Yes, thanks for stopping by, Honey Pepper. I hope you be safe. Look at that. I'm gonna go in underneath the eyes. Just kind of pat that in. Nice. How are you looking, guys? Alright, we are all highlighted up. Now it's time to set those highlighted areas. And I'm using Sasha Buttercup Light. Going underneath the eyes. When it comes to fat makeup, you want to ensure that your face is set really well. Down the nose, forehead, like that. Cupid's bone, chin area. Now I'm gonna go in to bronze my face. Just to warm back up the skin a little. Don't forget along the hairline. And don't forget the jawline. And my favorite part, the nose, up into the brow. So bronzing or contouring essentially sculpts the face, gives the face back definition. Highlighting usually enhances or brings awareness to some of your most prominent features. Look at that. I'm gonna use a shadow from my eyeshadow palette to give me some blush. I'm using that Eloquent shade. Going right there. You wanna get pinky. I'm gonna use, look at that, we added some shimmer, guys. We're gonna go back underneath the eyes. It's the highlight. Do some shadows. So I'm gonna first line with a black liner. Along the waterline. Look at that. Gorgeous, coming together really nicely. So I'm going to go underneath the eyes with a dark sort of a mauve color. Just to smoke out the bottom. Doing the same thing on the other side. And I want to add some shimmer to it, just to make it pop a bit. Look at that, guys. We do have to use some mascara. Because we have to blend your natural lash with the falsies. It also eliminates any powdery or shadow look that may have fallen onto the eyes. Don't forget the bottom lash. Look at that. How are we looking? Cute. So your fat makeup doesn't need to be too dramatic. I'm gonna add a dash of pink in the corner here, in the tear duct. Just want to make sure that the liner is prominent, like that. So now we're going to dust off the rest of the powder off our face. And just dab some powder in the areas to set it. Very nice, guys. I'm gonna use a wipe to wipe off the foundation of the back of my hand. I do like to clean up my lips a little as well. My lips and my nose ring. We want it shiny. When I wash my brows, I do see some areas that I could probably just fill in very lightly. Now that we have carved out the top of the brow, like that, right? So everything is in place. The only thing that we have to do is do our lips and then set our face, and then we move on to our hair. Alright, so I'm doing a brown lip liner. 1 second, guys. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm using a lip liner to actually fill in eyelids. I'm gonna go in with a pink on top. Right, and we are going to set our face. Ooh. We have an area just here, right here. Right, so our makeup is completed. Now it's time to get into our hair. So our makeup is completed. Now it's time to get into our hair. Let me just clear my space in front of me. So for my hair, I'm doing a down hairstyle, but I am gonna put some of my hair to the back. So I'm just gonna separate it into two sections. Hi, Max Michael. Alright, so we just want to separate this top layer here. Right. Tonight I am using a raking motion to apply the product into my hair because I don't want it too defined, because when it's dry I want it to really be volumized. So for my product of choice, I am going to be using this soft and silky curly gel. Does not leave your hair hard whatsoever. This isn't a hold gel. This is a curl activator essentially. So I'm gonna apply it into sections, just raking the product through my hair. It smells nice. It has aloe vera in it. Alright, and I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side. And just like that, the back area is completed. Now it's time to do the top one. So I'm just gonna kind of paste it through the front of my hair, and then we will rake it through. And so just gonna hold the, I want to get in between here. Just to make sure that it's hydrated and we have no frizzy ends. You're gonna do the same thing for the other side. And I'm just gonna put a little more along the edges of my hair so that we could put the front into place. I'm using my comb just to swoop in those areas. And I have a rubber band. Just gonna we want a wavy look for the front because we do have curly hair and it's giving a wet type of look. So we want it to remain wavy. Just lightly pull on it. You kind of put it in place. You go back in and just fix the edges if it's not in place. Thank you for the gift, Eon Start. Right, and our hair is completed, guys. Now it's time to throw on that outfit to show you guys what we're working with. Y'all, don't forget to like and subscribe to keep tuning in for much more content. Don't forget to sorry guys. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. That was not for you all. That was for the camera being recording this look. So let me just go put on my dress and I'll be back. just say we do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are finished putting on our dress and we are just about to move things around into the room for you all to get a quick picture of what we're working with. There's our outfit for tonight. Oh, sorry guys. This is our outfit for tonight. It's a very nice rose gold satin type of outfit. My husband picked out this outfit for me. Nice, right? So this is what we're wearing. Let me know what you all think. So this is our outfit to do our makeup demos tonight, where we're gonna be basically doing Carnival Makeup demos at one of Trinidad's bands that are gonna be on the road Monday and Tuesday. They have an event tonight. We're gonna be doing full-on Carnival makeup on 3 persons that they would have chosen as well. So it's gonna be an adventure. Downstairs. How good. These are my shoes of choice. We're going to be going comfort to working. get anything at the end of it, all the way to the top of it. There it is.
Yeah. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Just like the others.
Like this.
Right, turn slowly. A little more. Right. Stop that. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Again. 3, 2, 1. Watch me. Go on spacing out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Yeah. Take one on this side.
Yeah. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Again. 3, that's one. 3, 2, right. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, at least make a video for YouTube alone. Right? So down below, don't forget to like and subscribe for me.
Okay.
Right? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, so tonight we did do a very soft eye makeup, very nice pinky, very feminine pinky look, and we popped the lips with a very dark lip, and this went so well with our rose gold outfit. And you can spice it up for Trinidad Fete makeup. So this is what we did for our other look. And when it comes to Carnival makeup, you can just roll with it and play around with your makeup so that it helps enhance your outfit. So thank you guys so very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Bye.
Is it done?
Yeah. Alright guys, so that's a wrap. I'll see you all in the next one. It's time for us to head out. We're going to do some Carnival makeup now. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.